When you hurt others, you hurt yourself. Once upon a time, there was a king who provided for a monk in his palace. This monk possesses some form of special power that enables him to foresee many things that will happen in the future. One day, the monk told the king, "Your Majesty, I would like to report a terrifying matter. Your country is going to be threatened by devastating flooding, and the entire city will submerge. The only way to predict accurately when the flood will occur is to send someone to do a daily check on a stone lion statue located in the market. If your men see that blood is flowing from the stone lion's eyes, it is an indication that the disaster will occur within the next 7 days." With that said, the monk decided that the time had come for him to take leave of the palace. The king trusted every word that the monk said and decided to send his 3 daughters to check on the stone lion daily. His daughters would take turn to go to the market on the pretext that they were there to do marketing, but the true reason for their visits was to check on the stone lion. Just next to the lion statue, there were a few smart butchers who started to wonder why would the princesses be made to do their own marketing. They became suspicious of the ulterior motive of the king, and they started to discuss among themselves. "The king has hundreds of male and female servants in the palace. He could jolly well send any one of the servants to purchase the meat. Why did he send his daughters to make the trip to the market daily? There must be something fishy going on." As such, when they saw the youngest princess one day, they decided to fish for some information from her. Being innocent and honest, and seeing that there were no other people around, the little princess revealed the truth to them. After she left, the 5 butchers came up with a plan to ride on the situation to make a fortune. In the middle of the night, they secretly painted the eyes of the stone lion with the blood of cow and sheep which they had collected. On the following day, when the eldest princess came by, she was shocked to see that blood had filled the eyes of the stone lion. She hurried away to report the matter to the king. Upon hearing the news, the king summoned all his ministers and made the announcement to them. They started to plan for the auction of all the assets in the palace so that they can flee to the mountains soon as they can. The 5 butchers, being the ruthless opportunists, bought over all the assets and made a fortune they never would have imagined. They slaughtered many cows and sheep, prepared wine, and took turn to throw feasts for 3 consecutive days in celebration of their ingenuity and for becoming the wealthiest in the city overnight. Just as they were drinking and rejoicing, blood began to flow from the eyes of the stone lion. However, as the eyes of the stone lion were already tainted with the blood, it was difficult to notice the fresh blood that was flowing. True enough, 7 days after, the entire city was consumed by a sudden flash flood, and the 5 butchers, along with their properties, were washed away and never to be found again. In this world, to hurt others is not without a cost. When you hurt others, you hurt yourself. That is true in every circumstance. You may not feel it instantly, but retribution will definitely find its way to you. What goes around comes around. Everything you do to others is done to yourself. This is the most valuable teaching of Dharma. Bodhisattva had taught us that we reap what we sow. Therefore, Being kind to others is being kind to yourself. Conversely, if you treat others badly, you are just being mean to yourself. There is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up, or to do something that allows us to flex our kindness muscle, as ultimately, being kind not only makes others happy, it brings an even greater joy to ourselves. Therefore, no matter what you have done to others, the person who is going to bear the consequence is none other than yourself. Similarly, whatever you have done or sacrificed for others, the one who is going to benefit from the kind act will be yourself.